Hey guys, Goldin here, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. So, the season just reset. We're back down in Platinum. We were in Mythic. We're back down in Platinum, so now it's time to play some competitive stuff again. I took the last week and a half, and we played some fringe decks, we'll call them, and had a lot of fun with them up in Mythic. But now we're down in Platinum. We want to make the grind back up into Mythic, so time to get serious. The deck I want to showcase off first is Esper Control. So this Esper, before we shut off the video, this Esper Control is a little bit different. It runs 0 counters. We're not running cards like Atris. We're not running Ashiok. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more on the control side, but like I said, no counters at all. I've been running this for the last couple days and playing around with it for the last like 2 to 3 days before recording the videos, and I've been having a blast with it. This deck is a lot of fun. I vastly prefer this to blue-white control and just counter out your opponent control, and I've been having really good results with it. I've lost 1 match. Most matches I'm winning both games, and I think for the current state of the meta, this is probably, if not the best deck, one of the best decks to play. I like it so much I ordered it in paper. There were some cards I didn't have, but I ordered what I didn't have in paper, and I'm going to be playing this at Friday Night Magic probably for the next month and a half. So I like it that much. I think it's that good, and I haven't found a reason not to think this is going to be one of the top decks. So after all of that talking it up, let's go over the deck. A lot of it is very similar to blue-white control. So we do have similarities. Our top end, we have Dream Trawler, we have Elspeth Conquers Death, we have Archon, we have Teferi, Thirst for Meaning, Narset, Banishing Light, Glass Casket. So we have the white cards and the blue, and Omen, and the blue cards, very, very similar. Obviously, why would we change those? It's shown to be one of the best color combinations and some of the best cards in the game right now. But access to black gives us very important tools, specifically hand hate. So right now, obviously we're not running counters, so another good way to deal with those cards for a control deck is hand hate. Temur Clover is the bane of existence for blue-white control. It's very hard for blue-white control to beat it. The counters aren't very efficient against it. They run multiple colors. Clover is colorless, so things like just the blue counters don't, like just countering blue spells, that doesn't work against them. And they, as it goes later into the game, they can just recycle so much. So this deck can exile their important threats before they can get rolling. Get rid of Clover. There's a lot of ways to deal with Clover, Banishing Light being one of them. Agonizing Remorse and Thought Erasure. If you have 8 copies in your main board, you're probably going to hit the Clovers early. And I played Clover twice and crushed them both times. It wasn't even close. So we do have access to this hand hate. So that's a very important part of this deck. The other thing, we get Oath of Kai, which against aggressive decks, we get that 3 source of healing. Also, if they target like Teferi or Narset, we get even more healing. And so that can be the winning point against like Rakdos aggro and mono red. We also have more sideboard tools with Exile as well, which is good against mono red for Annex. It's good against Temur Clover. It's good against Rakdos and Jun's Sacrifice. So the access to more Exile effects is also very good. And we get to play my girl Liliana as another win condition on top of what blue-white has with Dream Trawler, Elspeth, and Archon of Sun's Grace. We have Liliana as a separate win condition as well, which against blue-white control and against Jeskai Fires, the sacrifice effect of Liliana is good. Also plussing it to get extra card draw and get more zombies on the board. Obviously that stuff is going to be good as well, but specifically the sacrifice effect against blue-white control and against Jeskai Fires can be a very, very powerful late game play that can turn the game back around. So that's the main board. All right, let's get to the sideboard here. So we are running 0 blue. No blue in the sideboard. just black and white. This list that I'm running here, I didn't make this list, so this list was performed pretty well in MTGO in the Standard League. Didn't come in first, but it did perform pretty well. And usually what I'll do is I'll bring the list, bring like a list like that, or I'll get like inspired by a list like that, and I'll make some changes to it to things I think that are better. I haven't found a reason to change anything in this list yet. I've done nothing but win, and it feels good exactly the way it is. But the sideboard, there it was listed as Orzhov Control. Obviously it's Esper because it has blue, but the sideboard is completely Orzhov. So we have a couple cards that are the same in blue-white control, Archon and Devout Decree. Sorcerer's Spyglass, some might be running that now at this point. But the access to black gives us more Agonizing Remorse, so we can exile more cards from their hand, and many matchups with escape creatures, it's good. Noxious Grasp, which again, very powerful removal card for green and white. Black just tends to have better removal than white. White removal is mostly enchantment based. Black also has more instant removal, so you have a little bit better removal for the current meta. I think it works a lot better. And then Cry, which against red is way better than anything just blue-white can do, because of the exile effect of Cry the Carnarium. Those 1/1s, if Annex is on the board, don't create satyrs. So this is a very, very good card against that. And it's not just the ones that it kills, it's also any cards in all graveyards that were put there from the battlefield this turn. So if you hit Annex with it, or with a different card and do it, it will also exile it as well. So if you can like kill them both on the same turn, Annex does exile as well. And then we have Davriel, which I haven't found a use for Davriel yet, so this might be the one thing that could be changed. I might just not really know the best matchups to use it on. I have never really played much with Davriel. Maybe against like Jeskai Fires or something, if they're relying on their last couple cards in the hand, if you can drop it down, discard more, get more out of their hand, and then start pinging them with damage. That might be the best matchup for Davriel to come in on. Let me know in the comments if you have played with Davriel and you found good matchups for him and what I should be using him with. Like I said, I'm going to be using this deck probably for the next month and a half outside of Arena, because I've got it in paper now, and I want to know the best way to play it. So if you guys have any tips for me on how to use this card effectively, please just let me know. But that's the sideboard. That's the deck. I hope you enjoy it. We have some good games coming up. I love the deck. I'm having a ton of fun playing it, and I'm having a ton of fun on the ladder with it. And I really urge you to give this one a try. This is one that I think is going to be good for at least the rest of Standard. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the gameplay. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content, and I appreciate you watching. See you guys. Oh, JJ, you're back. I mean, that would be good if I get blue mana. If I get blue mana, this is good. I got Agonizing Remorse turn 1, and I'm on the draw. Okay, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. JJ switch decks. We got blue mana. Okay, let's see. That's a lot of stuff, but we're going to be taking a lot of it, so I'm going to take Uro first. We want to exile Uro. So if we hit Uro later, oh wait, top ones anyway. But if we hit Uro with Thought Erasure, puts it in the graveyard. If we hit him with the Agonizing Remorse, puts it in the exile, so he can't recast it, which is important. I'm going to pay for the wrong land, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to pay for the correct land this time. and we're gonna try to Thought Erase him, and he's gonna counter us. Nothing like setting yourself back a turn. Alright, so we're gonna take Thassa's Intervention, drop the Temple. He has a Scorching Dragonfire and a Storm's Wrath and 2 Brazen Borrowers. Oh, there's another Uro. That's 3 Uros. Which is not great. Alright, we're gonna fire off another one of these. Well, I might Teferi. He'll probably bounce it, but I mean, the problem is we're just putting stuff in the graveyard for Uro. Alright, yeah, we're gonna Teferi. Draw a card. Well, it's a lot of Thought Erasure. Probably Scorching Dragonfire, just to put something in the graveyard, and it's not going to find a better target, really. We want to take Storm's Wrath for when we get Dream Trawler down. Alright. Alright. Turns out whenever you just discard all his cards, I don't think he was out there. I'm not sure why he conceded that one. But, okay. So, green or white. Let's just put more discard in. He's running Storm's Wraths and stuff, so that's not a good thing. Sorcerer's Spyglass. What does it hit here? I'm assuming that was Temur Reclamation. Hitting his hand is honestly our best bet. Glass Casket can kill Brazen Borrower, but that's it. I think we leave in the caskets and we're going to take out... See, they can... The problem is they can board in like Night Pack ambushers and stuff, which is a problem here. I mean, we did just... So we could put in the Noxious Grasp. I think the Glass Casket's worse than the Kaya's Wrath here. Let's go like this. I don't know if this is correct. It might be worth putting in the Noxious Grasp for if he brings in like Lovestruck Beasts and Brazen and but that's a gamble. I think for now, this hits Lovestruck Beast, this hits everything. We're gonna do that. This is a matchup where not having counters could hurt us, but I don't know, we'll see. It hasn't yet. I mean, honestly, this deck without the counters seems good. That's a lot of tapped. Teferi is a very important card in this matchup. He mauls to 6. Okay, we have an untapped source. We're going to drop this first, and we're going to try not to mess up our land drops. Yeah, I mean, we want to hit our lands to get up to Dream Trawler. Okay, Growth Spiral's main phase. I guess to make sure I don't have a counter. Unfortunately, I don't have much of anything. Put the other temple down. So, hopefully, he doesn't have a counter. Okay, so if he doesn't have a counter, we're in a really good spot here. He does. Nope, he has a Night Pack Ambusher. I guess we kind of have to bounce the Ambusher. So he did board those in. That's kind of what I was expecting. Alright, that's good. So we can use Kaya's Wrath after he plays the Night Pack Ambusher. He doesn't have much else, so I think that's probably our best bet. Let's see, we need another black... Ooh, we don't have another black source. So we can't Kaya's Wrath. That's not good. Okay, I guess we will then. Banishing Light. The Wilderness Reclamation. Put down our second black source here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Teferi makes it so he can't... Oh, never mind. He can't do this at his end step anyways. So that's good. Teferi's kind of turned off Wilderness Reclamation anyways. That's why that's one of the most important cards. Okay, so he explosions. But I have another Teferi. Let's do this first. See what he has. That's it. Alright, that should be enough to close out the game, I think. We're gonna do this. Put another Teferi down. Alright, that does it. Reclamation down. Yeah, it's a good start against aggro. I really like playing without counters. I feel like it just feels better. It's like more fun. Just waiting for the counter isn't... It's just not as fun. I am going to keep Liliana up top. Not really sure what we're up against. I guess Sultai? Golgari? Oh. This. They're banishing Light to take out the Witch's Oven. We can also bring in Sorcerer's Spyglass out of the sideboard. Let's see what he has. I mean, Casualties of War is bad. And we don't have any other discard. Mayhem Devil I can actually deal with, so I'm not really that worried about it. What's this? Resack a permanent, put a 1/1 counter blood out. Yeah, I mean, I can deal with everything there. Casualties I can't, because I don't have a counter. Unless I draw another discard, that could just wreck us, so... that allows me to come in untap next turn and take out that. Let me see, I can take it out anyways. I mean, he was a long way away from this, but I'm pretty sure with what he has in his hand, I can win this game. If he ends up getting to this and it resolves, I don't. Alright, second oven. Get rid of one of these Witch's Ovens. So one nice thing about having black on this is the life gain from Oath of Kaya. Really nice. I mean, he's doing all of this work here, but I'm just going to gain it all back. He doesn't have red. That's cool. I guess I probably should have noticed that by now. See, I don't want to target that with anything. So we're just going to go like this. And just try to work up to Liliana. Thought Erasure's fine. It's creature, yeah. I mean, we just wait. He's doing damage, but like, not that much. I mean, once we get to Liliana, this game's gonna close out quick. Plus Liliana, I mean, if he puts the Mayhem Devil down this next turn, if he finds his red source. Okay, Trailer Crumbs, bad. Narset helps against that. Okay. It's a second kitty. Okay, so he finds a red source. At least it's tapped. I mean, we're going to use Glass Casket for that. I don't really want to take the damage and put down Liliana this turn. Could take the damage, use Oath to Kai, probably just at his face, and then to Fairy. I should have waited, actually. That was a mistake. I should have did Fairy first, just in case I drew an untapped land. I'm just going to get Trailer Crumbs off the battlefield. Alright, so his Witch's Oven is tapped out. That's important. We can get one of these stupid cats off the battlefield. Stupid cats. Stupid cats. I'm kidding. Cats are nice. And this one has a rough life. He just has to be sacrificed and put in the oven over and over again. There's no life for a cat. Okay, I mean, we do have Liliana. We could start churning out some tokens, but I'm gonna gain some life, get rid of this Blood Aspirant. Okay, so he's going to sacrifice 1, 2. He doesn't have 2 mana to sacrifice 3, so he can only get up to a 3/3. I hope I'm right. If not, I'm gonna look real dumb. It's 1. Oh no, he just sacrifices that. I should just. I guess I still needed to make that happen. Let's do this. I want to see what I draw. Yes, that is what I need. Alright, can I survive 1 turn? It's looking less likely by the second. Yeah, that's obviously really, really bad. I might not even be able to survive. If I put this down, he has a lot of pings. This is probably not even enough. Because he's going to put that down, and he's going to do 1, 2, 3. Might still be okay. At least for a second. I survive on 1, I think. If he doesn't have any source of damage. Ah, that's game. Dang it. So close to stabilizing. Alright, but we have things that are going to turn this deck off. So we got Sorcerer's Spyglass goes in. Cry of Carnarium, I guess, is good, but, like, not that good. We're not going to put it in. Agonizing Remorse, that's good. That's good, okay. What do we take out? We take out One Dream Trawler. Marcy turns off their card draw. Let's see. Take out 2 Teferis. One Elspeth. I mean, Liliana didn't do much, but I do need a way to close out the game. Archon is a way to close out the game, though, I guess. Guess we'll just opt to go more Agonizing Remorse, less Thought Erasure. It's easier casting cost anyways, and it exiles. If we hit like the cat, it exiles it, so he can't just recast it. Thought Erasure just puts it in his graveyard. He can end up recasting it later in the game. Okay, one more. We're gonna do Akai's Wrath. Basically lowered our curve and opted for more exile. Okay, yeah, that looks like a good start. Start out with the Temple. We're going to start out with this, then we're going to drop into the black mana. I went against this matchup once already and I crushed him the first time. Just 2-0. Ooh, spicy. I mean, we're taking both, right? So, I mean, let's see. I'll take out Corvold. It's better. I mean, Bontu, we're gonna sack. We're gonna get rid of next turn, anyways. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, Goosey goes down. Starts churning out some food. Get rid of Bontu. Fix our next draw. Let's get the black down. Yes. Oven goes down. We're gonna bounce it back to his hand.
I know my responsibility. This might be a bad idea.
Should have scryed first there. Alright, he has the combo down. So we want to get to something like, not that. Let me do this main phase. Drop an Omen. Now we can do that at instant speed. We're gonna pay for this. Wait. We'll see how he does this. See if he puts it down now. Does. Perfect. So that goes down. That goes in stack. We exile it. Okay. That's a lot of food. Alright, let's see if he makes the same mistake twice.
I'll protect you.
Nah, no reason. So it's one of those things that, like, by putting it back down this turn, he's able to keep Teferi off of 3. And then, I mean, I can just bounce it anyways. I can bounce the Witch's Oven. Ooh, that's good. So is the Hollowed Fountain. Allows me to get Dream Trawler down. So, I guess it doesn't matter. We're drawing both, but... the Arch down, start gaining life.
I've got it.
Opponent seems to have gotten a little bit flooded. Alright, so now we're gonna bounce the Witch's Oven. That's pretty good. We're gonna start pooping out some ponies. And just make it to the point where it's not really gonna matter what he does. He just can't win. I didn't put the Dream Trawler down yet. We don't really need it. I'll put it down next turn, I guess, but... I wanted to start dealing with this board. Alright, well, he gets flooded. We had tools to deal with this stuff, though. We didn't draw the Sorcerer's Spyglass. That actually is one of the best cards against them, because it turns off the oven. which fuels pretty much everything. But also, Banishing Light's really good because it can take out his enchantments, and the discard can deal with this stuff early too. So obviously, you saw there getting rid of Corvold and Bond 2 pretty much won us the game there. Our opponent thinking long and hard on who will go first. It's an important decision. Alright, he decides he's going first. And I decide that land is not necessary in this game. Who needs them? Alright, we're gonna mulligan. There's some land. Not bad. I mean, not perfect, but not bad. I'm gonna opt to play faster with these cards. I don't need it. No, I'm gonna drop one of the Hollowed Fountains. I'd rather fix my draws. We're gonna lead off with the Temple so we can get our black mana source down. We'll pay for Hollowed Fountain turn 2 for Agonizing Remorse, and then we'll have Devout Decree open when we scry the next turn, assuming we don't get anything better, but that is the game plan off of the top. Black source down, Narset is good. Turns off a lot of his card draw. Finds us some important pieces. If it finds us Sorcerer's Spyglass, we could probably just shut out his entire game plan. Perfect. This turn we will be... Oh, wait, let me make sure. I want to make sure I do Hollowed Fountain. So discarding this... Oh, wait, no, we're exiling. Okay, so we're going to exile that. Forgot what card I was using. See, that's why that card is so much better in this matchup, because if that was a discard, he just brings it back with that. Since it wasn't, we now just kill the stuff. He's not going to be very happy about this. We have a couple turns. We have a lot of lands. I feel like we'll find it. And there's one, but I'm going to do that too. Narset next turn. Okay. He's generating food. He can sacrifice one, but he can't do it and draw. So that's good because now we have Narset, and Narset makes it so he can't draw anyways. Okay, so Glass Casket. Is it when I'm gonna take the Thirst. Am I though? Because the only source of removal we have is Elspeth, and that only hits big boys. Yeah. Working up to Liliana now. Since we're not under pressure, Liliana is much better. Game 1 we had Liliana, but we were under so much pressure there wasn't really much we were going to be able to do. Curveball? Oh, no, that's just as good. I like it. I'll take it. Check the mana base. It's kind of hard to go wrong now, but just want to be careful. Bad. Could be worth not minusing that, but I wonder if, I've never used get rid of the Trail of Crumbs. I've never used Sorcerer's Spyglass. I have to read the card. I don't remember. Next time I see it. I don't know if you can use it on food. Whoops. Okay, so he did it on his turn. Wait. Never mind, it's not a draw effect. That's alright, doesn't matter. We're going to take it out right now anyways. But that's important to know. It does turn off Castle Lochthwain, which is the card I was thinking of, but it does not turn off Trail of Crumbs. That's a pretty good card. Let's get rid of whatever he's working with. Yes! Get that out of here. Just get that out of here. We don't want that. That would have taken out... No, that's enchantment. That's enchantment. Okay, so it would have taken a lot of stuff. Now, it actually wouldn't have been as bad as it could have been. Okay, Mayhem Devil goes down. I don't want to minus Liliana, really, because if we do... Oh, he's pinging face. He's ignoring Narset. Okay. We have nothing for it to go off on. If I minus, he can actually take Liliana out. That stupid devil's a problem. Not that big of a problem, though. He doesn't have enough cards.
Warrior Queen Necromancer has a nice ring to it. Smelly, but effective.
I mean, if he puts 7 pings at Liliana, I am happy. Yeah, I mean, that's going to give me a turn to... Yeah, alright, that's good. Put Liliana to 4.
Your boldness is
Alright.
not today.
Him doing all of that, I mean, it's basically... Yeah, he's just giving... That just gives me a card. Alright.
Now.
Alright, and that should be enough to close out the game now. Alright. There it is. Alright. Nice. Love this deck. Okay, so that's enough. We're gonna that showcases the power of this deck. I think this deck right now in this meta is better than the blue-white control. Mostly because it is better in the mirror against the blue-white control in the ones that I played before. And it is not quite as susceptible to the Temur Adventure list with Clover. So this deck I'm going to be running a lot, and I actually got it in paper, so this is what I'm going to be running for my paper deck for Standard now, and it's a lot of fun. I don't need any counters. Get those counters out of here. Just hand hate, which is arguably worse than counters. Not worse in power level, but worse for making your opponent very upset with you or ruining all of your friendships if you're playing in paper. But it's a lot of fun. I like it. I like Esper. Esper's a cool archetype. Give it a shot. If you have any questions about the deck, I've been playing it for a lot over the last couple days and I like it a lot. Shoot them in the comments below. If you have any changes that you make that you think are better, I've tried and haven't been able to make it better. This listing seems to be the best for me, but let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time.